it's like, have you getting yourself in a situation where this stuff that you want is actually, you become a slave to it? So it's like some people have always got to have the biggest, latest car or the latest phone or all of these different things. It's like you've got to ask yourself, is all of that really necessary?
Hello everyone, I'm Giada from School of Shamanism and welcome to my podcast, School of Shamanism. We are in the season walking in between worlds, and I've got the pleasure today to have Amy from Good Vibe. She's based in Newcastle, and I'm really happy to have her here. Also because we will speak about a little bit later the event that she's organizing on the 21st of June, and I'm really very honored to be part of it. Thanks so much, Amy. Would you like to let us know a little bit about what you do among all the different things in life?
Yes, yeah. Hi, thank you for the lovely introduction. Yes, so, well, I don't say my name again, you've already said that. Yeah. So yeah, I think a little bit about the event and things that I host. It's in Newcastle. Well, it's in between Durham and Newcastle, about a 20-minute drive nestled in between. It's run at Beamish Hall, which is like a lovely big country house with beautiful grounds and things like that. So we feel like we're a little bit out the way of all the hustle and bustle of the world. And it's an event which is based on health and well-being, really. We're trying to provide workshops where people can have some movement, some inspirational talks where they can learn a little bit about maybe some of the pain things that they've been dealing with in their life, like how to deal with maybe anxiety and things like that, or some aspirational subjects, which is more like how to manifest your dream life and things like that. So it's a full day. There's lots going on. And like I say, I'm very grateful to have you and things coming down, having a workshop with us this year. So that's going to be beautiful.
Thank you. I can't wait.
Yeah, it'll be lovely.
Yeah, and why have you decided to start this event or to be very much into the holistic community?
I started the event in 2024, and I think we did, well, think a lot of thinking Amy going on. I started with one in the spring, and then we did another one in the fall. And then this year I decided to cut back on things a little bit and just do the one. But it kind of came off the back a little bit, if you like, of me really struggling with my mental health, having a bit of a meltdown, and just really trying to understand myself a little bit better. So it's like, why am I dealing with huge amounts of stress? Why am I dealing with huge amounts of anxiety, panic attacks, and things which led into quite deep depression and things for a while? And just really trying to figure out, get a broader understanding of what the hell is going on with us. Because initially I went to the doctors and they just said, "Oh, here, take the tablets." And I thought that's fair enough. That is one option. Thank you very much. But when I was asking for what other options there wasn't really a lot. So it was just exploring. It was trying to figure out what were my thoughts, what was going on with myself, why I was feeling this way. And then just starting to think of what some different practices and things that I could do. For me, it was very much a talking therapy, then mindfulness, and then movement. And then the further I've gone down my journey, the more things I've started to think about instead of just surviving. How do I get myself to thrive? Like, what do I really enjoy doing? What lights me up? Like, how do I start creating a beautiful life and things for myself? And what does that look like? And I just think going through all of that, at least for me, was quite difficult, and it took an awfully long time. And I know at the time I was daunted and I didn't know what to do or where to turn. So I thought, if I've got a space where, depending on what it is that you've got going on with you, because there's lots of things going on at the event during the day, you can just tap into what feels right for you. So that was kind of the foundations of where it started. And then the further that I've gone on and things with the event, I'm meeting more wonderful people. It's like I'm learning about different practices as you're doing things all the time, and you're like, oh my goodness, what's this?
Yeah.
You're inviting them to come down and kind of be part of it with just the hope again of like, it just supports people, whether you're kind of where I was, where you're at the start of your journey and you just don't know what to be doing with yourself and you're looking for that, or whether you're feeling good and you just want to be around some like-minded people and enjoy looking after yourself, because when you look after yourself, you feel good, and truly everybody around you benefits.
Yeah,
But
because you have more energy to give.
We know, but it sounds really, really stupid, and I can never figure out how to fully articulate it in a way that sounds right. But people always think looking after yourself is a selfish act. But in truth, when you're on your ass, like you can't help anybody. You're just in no
Yes.
fit state. You
You
can't
are
even get
empty.
yourself up. Yeah, you can't even get yourself up and out of bed. And who do you think you're helping being in that state?
Yeah.
Whereas when you're feeling more energetic and you love yourself and you're doing things that nourish you, you become like this little Duracell mad bunny, don't you? And it's like you're able to share it and bring people and things together. And it's just beautiful. So it really is. It's like self-love is the biggest gift you can give to yourself and anybody else, I believe. So I'm
Absolutely.
jumpy on all subjects of that, really. Yeah,
Absolutely. And for
yeah,
people that struggle nowadays a lot, I mean, with anxiety, with all the current issues that the modern world has, or probably they were also existing in the old times, but they were different, probably less because there weren't the so much needed evils like social media, phone. We were living healthier lives, and definitely the connections were more human with people. We would have written, I mean, it seems like a granny. We would have written letters. I really loved receiving, waiting for the letter to come, especially,
yeah,
I don't know, from the pen pal in the States, or that friend, that person that you had met going to the seaside. And fine, there was the phone, but just also phoning the person, it was a little bit too much, and waiting for that piece of paper. So nowadays, when of course when there are all these challenges, and there is so much offer, holistic offer. I also have people here that come to the center and say there is so much here, and I don't know what to choose. How do you
yeah,
think people can align and understand what's right for them? Because sometimes they don't, and they just dip in and out things.
yeah. With me, I didn't know. It's like I used to say to myself, do you remember the movie Pretty Woman?
Yeah. Yes.
It's like I lost myself so much that I said, right, we're in Pretty Woman stage here. We've got to get all the eggs out and we've got to try all the bloody eggs. And for me, that's what worked. So it was like I stopped. I know it sounds funny, but it's like I think my head got us into the mess that I was in. So there was a degree of untrust within myself because I was just pushing myself, and pushing myself in a world that really I wasn't fitting in very particularly well. I could do it, but it was taking its toll on us. So because I had this distrust, I just went back to be really open-minded and be as curious about everything as you possibly can. Try not to have judgment on anything because the truth is, Amy, you don't know.
Yeah.
So I just went through a series of different things and I very much just went with my gut. But again, I had to build up the trust with my gut because my gut wasn't trusting us either.
Yes.
And I said to myself, try things, don't have a knee-jerk reaction to it where you run away immediately. Because a lot of the things you might sometimes, at least with me, I was very much don't just don't look at us. I was so self-conscious. I couldn't have what people thought of us. I was people constantly trying to people please and everything else, which kind of deflected us a lot from the experience that I was actually having. But what I found is if I stick something out for at least 4 or 5 goes, what I do is I'll get over the initial, oh my God, I'm going to die. Like of who am I going to talk to? What am I going to say? Oh my God, I can't do this. It's like that does once you just keep showing up, it disappears because you start building that muscle memory and things, don't you? So it's like your body starts going, hold on, you haven't died. The apocalypse hasn't come. You are
Yes, exactly.
what I mean? So it's like once you get through that, I think then you can start saying, okay, now that I've calmed down a bit and I'm regulated, am I actually enjoying this activity or not? What is it that I wanted from it? Is it bringing us joy? Is it bringing us peace? Whatever the kind of goal that you set for yourself to get, is it working? So that's what worked for me personally. But
Yeah.
it's like it's trying to find that connection with self and build that up again, isn't it? It's like if that's what you've lost a little bit. Or
Yeah.
sometimes you're so fucking sorry. You're so excited. Your body's dragging you somewhere before you even know what it is. Sometimes with me now, a little bit more. It's like I feel like I get like a giddy feel. I'm like, oh, there's something of interest over there. It's like so again, I'm just lured by that in a lot of the time.
Yeah, yeah, because they offer us I mean, the inputs, we got so much stimulation in general from outside that sometimes it's destabilizing. from
Yeah.
people.
I think
Yeah.
with me, what I try to do a little bit, it's like with social media and things like that, because I think it really does. I can feel myself if I've been on it quite a bit. It makes us very insecure. It puts us up to comparison a lot of the time. And then before I know it, I'm just sitting there. I'm actually quite fried, even though at first I was enjoying scrolling or micro researching and things like that. Or sometimes I like to go on and support friends and like, see what they're up to in their lives and things. But as soon as you start into that scrolling of different stuff, you just end up feeling like crap, or at least I do. I know it doesn't work very well for me at all. Whereas to be honest, it's like I think with me, I like to spend time in community with positive people. It's like it's been a huge impact for me. So consciously picking, it's like who are the people who are saying there's 110 reasons to have a shit day, but I'm
Yeah.
going to try and really focus in on just for today, just for this time that I'm with these people on the good. I'm going to compliment, I'm going to say how you've been going, I'm going to try and smile. And I get that that's not always possible, but you can even fake it till you make it for a little while. Do you know what I mean? And then those good moods will, I think, settle in. So I think I spend time with those type of people. And then personally, it's a lot of time by myself. I just love being in the woods by myself, just quiet.
Yeah, it's the recharging time.
It is, it's
So
always been.
your two walls are the 100% in the community surrounded by people and the time in nature by yourself.
Absolutely, yeah, but it's it's
Yeah.
it's figuring out all these little different things as well. And I think with me, I'm a massive bookworm. It's like I love filling me head of knowledge and reading about things. I find it amazing. But then at the same time, I can become very obsessive with that because I think I've got a bit of an obsessive personality. So I've got to learn when to say put that down and pick up some sticks and craft or something. Just get out of me head because I
Yeah.
think we can spend a lot of time in here and we've got to
Yeah.
learn sometimes to get out of that. And again, learning tools to just do that as well.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because I mean, I love reading as well, but it just creates more food for thoughts. And
Oh,
then
you can,
the
that
fact is
excites
that all
me.
the time I read something and then I stop and I interact and I say, writing down notes of more things that I want to do.
I
And I
do
say,
that, yeah.
no, I can't concentrate on what I'm reading
Yeah.
unless it's a novel, like a story. Only
Yes.
there then I mean, so sometimes I need in when I'm in bed I need to read something that doesn't have to do with my work. It doesn't,
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
there is always some spiritual readings that I read, but maybe it's, I don't know, a love story of a
Yeah.
spiritual author that, I don't know, it's digging into the Akashic records or whatever, but it's a story.
Yes.
It's a
Yeah. 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 I'm the same. I'm a little bit darker, really. I read sometimes I read horrors. I love Stephen King's novels.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because I like fantasy worlds and things like that where it's all make believe and created. Then sometimes it's like with Stephen, it's like he does these beautiful, beautiful characters that you feel like you really know. And it's like I love the way that he writes and things about people in the human condition. Like he always seems to get the character's response to horror and everything else so full on that you feel like you're in there, you know? I was like, ah!
Is there
Yeah.
a character in which you say you're identifying yourself right now? That you feel one of them?
Oh, a horror one. No.
No, but well, we've got some horror moments sometimes when we are around challenging people and I say, now I'm going to be one of those characters.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They are
It's
really testing our patience.
managing challenging people is yeah, that really messes with my head. Trying to make sure that you stay in your values, you stay as a good person and trying to really understand where the other person is at. Do you know what I mean? It's like and having compassion for whatever it is that's going on there, but at the same time keeping you cool and whatever else. It's yeah, that's a
Yeah.
minefield one.
Yeah, because the first element would be to react straight away, especially if it's not a good day.
I was
Uh,
gonna say, it depends what day you can catch me.
exactly. Exactly. Breathe. And sometimes I would love just to write straight away very fiery emails and I say, wait, wait.
Yeah,
It will
yeah.
be, at least you can still write it, but it will be approachable. It will
You
be
are
much
absolutely right there.
better.
Yeah, but you are absolutely right. Once you start getting that, it's given the space, isn't it? It's taking the breath and creating the space. Just
Decompress.
sometimes, yeah, just sometimes you don't even want to make the space. You're just like, yeah.
Yeah, and you say, fine, at least it's out.
Yeah. That's what I'll say. It's like go off to somebody else and be useful. It's like it's done here now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so your time in nature that you spend for lots of, I mean, I always say that the best healer is nature, and I always recommend to people with sometimes I mean that's the best healing for everything in general. Uh, is there any practice that you do by yourself when you go in nature, or you just walk? Is it something that you like doing? It can also be just sometimes sit down by a tree or
It's
speaking.
all sorts because again, because I've got quite a curvy
Yes.
personality, should I say? The best way to describe it is. So I think with some days it can just be walking, and if I feel like my head's quite busy, sometimes I'll just take my socks and shoes off, and I'll go barefoot because then I can't think because my feet hurt. So it's
Yes.
like I've got to concentrate on where I'm going. Whereas other times, it's like the woods, or if I'm going on a mountain thing, it can just seem like I really with gratitude and things, it's probably where I practice quite a lot of gratitude and things when I'm outside
Yeah.
and just like looking at the wonder of everything of it. And it's just sometimes it can just be the most beautiful space in the world, just sitting and watching the way a light's hitting a tree. And it can just seem like you're just part of magic. I can't figure out another way to describe it. And then other times it's watching just the little birds and things where they're just coming. You can just imagine life sitting up
Yeah.
there and them all going round and the chasing the little insects and things like that. So, and
Yeah.
then other times I can just feel like just poetry flies out of my gob, or other times I'll feel like singing along to whatever the tune is in my head. And I go to a lot of places where I know there's not really anybody, so I'm belting songs out.
Yeah.
But I
That's
feel like,
beautiful. That's the it's really a nice element. I really love this powerful of being barefoot. It's something that I miss from my
yeah.
own, from the little bit warmer country where I was born. And sometimes here I feel, yes, colder.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think that's part of it. It's like in the northeast, it's you re like it's the majority of the time the sky is grey. Do you know what I mean? It really is. But I think it's you get a good wardrobe, you learn jumpers, coats, all the
yeah.
rest. I just think sometimes if you're waiting for the sunny day to get out and enjoy life,
But you would
you're not
never,
going to
it
spend a
would never
lot of
happen.
time. Yeah, you
Yeah.
just got to wait and you've got to make the most of it, haven't you?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yes, I like being barefoot. I mean, for sure, many times at home, but something that I miss being barefoot outside.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You just feel so much more connected, and it's like when you're walking through. It's like again, I've got one walk, which because I live in the woods, right beside the woods, and I like to, I know it sounds crazy, but it's like you're saying hello to the trees. You're picking the wrong weeds and things out that aren't in the area. You're litter picking. It's like you kind of this area looks after me. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's that reciprocal relationship where it's like I'll pick up and I'll take care of this, and then you've got me because you're giving us air and this wonderful space to be in. Do you know what I mean? I think as I'm getting older, it's that deeper appreciation for like Mother Earth and everything that it gives us, which is, I think, is beautiful. And sometimes we get so busy that we forget it's like we're part of it because we're in these little boxes. We forget massively that we are just
Oh,
one with
yes.
nature. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and we've got
Yeah.
to have this beautiful taking care of each other relationship, otherwise it just doesn't work. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's a whole new story.
Yeah, exactly. And there are so many people that don't go out in nature regularly because they are in cities or they are just I can say lazy,
Yeah, yeah,
uncomfortable.
there's
And
no
we all have those days, especially when it's windy, rainy.
yeah, yeah,
It's I really supposed to go out.
yeah, it is. But it's you just feel agile for me anyway. Like I know it works for me. Do you know what I mean? So it's you got to find out what's right for you. For some people, it's like for my other half walking outside, he said his head feels fuzzy. I'm just like, is it not just it feels clear? And he was like, no, it's fuzzy.
Yes. And
So for him,
sometimes, exactly, when I can't make a
not for
decision, or
everyone.
I've seen, I mean, I've been to be just also going out and just do the walk around the square where you are or whatever, it clears my mind. because you just change the perspective. You just feel the fresh air. You see other people, and you're just distracted out of your loop of your mind for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or whatever, and then it's fine. Then I say, okay, so that I'm here, let's go to the park because will be an entirely different world when I'm coming back.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
And that problem will not feel as much as a problem anymore.
Absolutely. It's creating the distance, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Understand
exactly.
what you need to do to create the distance. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And for people that can't go out from their loop, what would you recommend to do? They say, yeah, but I've tried and I can't. I'm so much stuck into that. What
I
would
don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've never really lived in like a city environment. So I
yeah, you've
don't
been
really,
lucky.
yeah, I don't really have something to kind of
Yeah,
benchmark it on. But I know when I was starting in the early stages, it's like somebody used to like the word bullshit just came up a lot. So when I was speaking to somebody at first, I was like, God, I'm so busy. They were like, bullshit. I was like, what do you mean bullshit? And they were like, you're choosing to be busy. I was all right, okay. And just it was just that constant like so it's like I used to do journaling of how am I spending my time and how am I assigning jobs and what am I picking to be in my life. And once I started doing that, I realized I could make a little bit of space for the
yeah,
things that I want to do. Like stop saying yes to things that piss you off. Like stop
exactly.
trying to do everything and like when your boss is maybe is asking for loads of extra time, well, no, you work within the time constraints of your own thing. Do you know what I mean? And I think there's loads of things when you sit there and be really truthful with yourself, you'll probably find there's a bit space. It's like scrolling. We've seen the stats on how much time people are spending on them. Or Netflix, even though Stranger Things is absolutely amazing. It's like
Yeah,
confusing
yeah,
sometimes. It's like, where do you want to spend your time and what's the story that you're telling yourself about it? It's like, I used to beat myself up sometimes about being slow, whereas now I'm going, okay, you want to slow down. How do we max this out? Do you want to get your best like cacao out or do you want to be hot chocolate? Do you want to get your blanket washed the day before so it smells bloody lush when you're in there? Do you want to get your favorite book? Like, and understanding that if that's what I want my rest time to be, how do I make it as beautiful for myself as possible?
yeah.
And then when I do feel like I'm resting, I feel like I really have made the most of it because I've maxed it out instead of just going, oh, can't be bothered, I'm going to watch Netflix. You know, it's a story that I tell myself, I find very much is what keeps me right.
Yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
think people can make time, but I think there's the exception of a few that probably can't. And
Yeah, when, for
obviously
example, I was
you've got to address it.
in the
It's
corporate world organizing events, I couldn't actually say to my boss, no, I will have to go. No, because you know that an event has to be organized. More than one. I was organizing 8, 9 conventions at the same time. And there are so many unpredictable things, last minute changes that you can't say at some point, look, finish my time, whatever. I actually was in an ongoing 24/7 mood, and I'd done that for so many years. The only possible choice was to step out of that work,
I was
not
going to
choose
step
to
in
work
sometimes.
less.
Yeah,
None
it is
doesn't work.
sometimes got to walk away. Yeah, I think that because again, that's a choice. We feel like we can't walk away, but we can. There's lots of other options and things that's available. If because some people they're hungry and that gets them energized and they want that. Do you know what I mean? It's like whereas for other people it's just draining. It's understanding yourself, isn't it? And it's like what's because for years I was very ambitious and working an awful lot. And for a long time that was really fueling me. It's like I was
Yeah.
really energized by it. I was
Yes.
excited. I couldn't get enough in. Whereas now I think I'm just a little bit slower. And that's what I'm choosing to be at the minute. Hello.
Yeah, oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, I was the same. I was energized by that kind of work for several years. Also, when I was younger, then at some point I was tired, physically tired, mentally tired, and it was not resonated with my soul anymore. So it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that now I work less, but
Yes.
I can choose some days, regardless of the endless list, unless I need to run an event, teachings, workshops, or whatever. But apart from that, sometimes I say, you know what? I see the list. It's huge. It's fine.
Yeah.
It will not change
Yeah.
anything if I approach it tomorrow
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
because my body requires to slow down today, and I will accept it.
Yeah, because I think you've got to. I mean, you've got to be kind with yourself, and then once you feel recharged, you can perform better. Whereas
Yeah,
if you force yourself when you're tired, at least with
yeah,
me anyway, shit
yeah,
outcome usually comes out because I'm can't be bothered, and it shows in what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. But I know, I mean, lots of people that are listening sometimes, I mean, also still friends that I have, they keep saying, yeah, it would be nice to change, but I've got the mortgage, I've got this expense, the things to pay. And they don't. They spend their own life trapped in a job in which they don't align. First of all, because they feel that it's a prison and they can't escape the prison. Second of all, because they don't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big thing, but I don't know. Again, so again, with being busy and things like that at one point, it's for what is like, do you want the stuff? Is the stuff that important to you? It's like, so what is it you're chasing the finances for to have? And it's like, have you getting yourself to a situation where the stuff that you want is actually, you become a slave to it? So it's like some people have always got to have the biggest, latest car or the latest phone or all of these different things. It's like you've got to ask yourself, is all of that really necessary? Like for me, I'll always come back to, is that actually going to make us happier? The
Yes,
stats. Ooh, sorry. The stats show
exactly.
that, not the stuff.
The question that one of my teachers, Lama, used to say, do I really need it or do I want it? When ask yourself before buying something.
It is, it's absolutely true, isn't it? And it's the same with like big, huge houses and different things like that. Some people work themselves to death to get these big, beautiful houses when there's only two people bouncing around in it. And it's like, do you really need that or do you just want it? And what do you want it for? Because do you truly believe that's going to make you happier, or is it just about how you think you look?
Yeah,
But
exactly. Also, because then you need to take care of the big houses. Yeah, and then of course you can have someone coming and helping, but big houses are
they do
it's
take
more
big
to clean, more
maintenance.
dust, more things that you accumulate in general.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
think with me, I found that it's simple is better.
I know it's a very zen life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've been there.
beautiful. Thank you so much. And where can people find you if they want to connect with you?
If it's probably good, it's socials, so either on Facebook or Instagram, and it would be Good Vibrations Northeast UK. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then hopefully we'll see some people there.
Yes, absolutely. And I really, really hope that there will be familiar faces, I mean, new faces for me when coming to your event. I can't wait. It will really be exciting also to go around and see what else is there. So really, really feel the privilege to be
Yeah,
to
no,
be there.
yeah, it'll be lovely. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Good.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, Amy, and we will put all your details below.
Yep.
And I'll see you in person very soon.
Yes, thank you very much for your time. Lovely chatting with you.
Thank you. Thank you.